Boiler training camp here to talk about external boiler water treatment. It is everybody's favorite subject. External boiler water treatment is the treatment of boiler water before it enters a boiler. And I am not a boiler expert. I am a boiler operator. I am a stationary engineer. This information is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you find me entertaining, my wife would disagree. I do feel that for me, it helps me to retain the information, to read it aloud, and I feel that there's also a benefit to recording it live. Maybe it's just manifest destiny. Anyway, that's a whole nother video. We're on to the exciting topic of external boiler water treatment. External boiler water treatment is the treatment of boiler water before it enters a boiler. Another aspect of that is coagulation. Coagulation, sure you've heard that term, maybe medically, as blood clotting. Think of it as, blood clotting. It's very simple. It's either it coagulates and clots and forms a scab and you stop bleeding, or it doesn't coagulate. And so coagulation is a process in which the chemicals added to raw water cause suspended solids to adhere to each other, making them larger and heavier and causing them to settle out of the solution. Filtration is let's talk about coagulation before moving on to filtration. That is, yes, an excellent explanation of the chemical process of how coagulation works. Coagulation is a process in which chemicals added to raw water cause suspended solids to adhere, making them larger and heavier and causing them to settle, causing out of the solution. Basically, that's it. In a boiler, it operates a little differently than coagulation in your body. Filtration is the process in which makeup water passes through a filter to remove sediment, particulates, suspended solids. Reverse osmosis is a common filtration process in which the water to be treated is pressurized and applied against the surface of a semi-permeable membrane in order to demineralize it and remove it of its impurities. So I've ran many reverse osmosis machines and set up reverse osmosis filtration systems, and this is another excellent definition of what reverse osmosis actually is. So I am going to run through it one more time. Reverse osmosis is a filtration process in which the water to be treated is pressurized and applied against the surface of a semi-permeable membrane in order to demineralize it and remove its impurities. Let's talk about water conditioning. Common types of water conditioning devices include ion exchange softeners, lime soda softeners, demineralizers, and/or condensate polishers. So common types of water conditioning devices include ion exchange softeners or ion exchangers, usually people call them. Lime soda softener, familiar with. demineralizer I know a little about, and condensate polishers I have no experience with, and I will do a deep dive and do another video on condensate polishers so we can cover that more thoroughly. However, moving along here, aspect of water conditioning, a deaerator is a device that separates oxygen and other gases from feed water. So we're starting to talk about deaerators here, sorry. A deaerator is a device that separates oxygen and other gases from feed water by preheating the feed water. Gases are less soluble than hot water. Again, great, just simple explanation of a deaerator, what it does, and how it does it chemically. I'll run through the deaerator one more time. It's a device separating oxygen and gas from feed water by preheating the feed water, because gas is less soluble than hot water. The next bullet point is a vent condenser is an internal element in some types of deaerators that condense steam and use the heat produced to warm the feed water. A vent condenser is an internal element in some types of deaerators. So I don't believe we have a deaerator at our facility that has an internal element or a vent condenser. I'm not familiar, and that's again for a more thorough deep dive, would have to do another video, which I'm happy to do so. If you want to leave your comments below, please do a deep dive on whatever topic, and I'm happy to do so if it's high or low pressure boiler related. A vent condenser is an internal element in some types, so it's not even in all or every type of deaerator, that condenses steam and uses the steam, uses the heat produced to warm feed water. Pretty simple, pretty well known if you have a understanding of the boiler operating system as a closed loop. I understand my methodology or of putting out videos or creating a content right now. I'm not in any certain order, but I needed to reinforce certain areas more so than others. I do plan to also go back and do a very basic content, basic video series, or what's the word that I'm looking for? Playlist, sorry. Playlist for just basic boilers, and try to keep things in a orderly fashion, as I feel that someone would comprehend coming into the industry with no knowledge whatsoever. And that's not what this is right now. However, I would be lying if I said that I thought this knowledge was not useful and not going to be on your licensing exam if you are interested in pursuing this as a career, and you probably wouldn't be listening to my voice or looking at my face if you were not. So thanks for joining me, though. I do take your time. I appreciate your time. Please like, share, subscribe, and feel free to contribute. Sign up to Coinbase, and you'll get $10 free crypto using the referral link below. I'll also have a Patreon set up shortly to help finance my efforts of content creation, or for those that want to support it, and hope you all have a positive and productive day.